What's good? So DGA Gaming is back in town, flipping over tables and being a pseudo-intellectual fraud. And this time he released a video trying to debunk my EMR God of War skill, which I'm excited to see, so let's dig into this mudcake.
Hello everyone, today we will debunk Warriors.
Hold up, that is new right there. Where did DGA Gaming go? Where did the real DGA Gaming even... Where did they go? Did they disappear? Because last time I checked, I was actually expecting a strong Indian accent because this is his actual voice.
These are all of the fake scans that were used in the video. The scan at the bottom is not fake. It doesn't even support your claim, as your usage of it is based on a willfully ignorant assumption of the cosmology. If you wish to dispute the fact that these scans are fake...
So I'm suspicious. Did he get replaced by an AI or something? Somebody better go check up on this guy.
Do the videos and posts contradict each other? Yes, but at varying degrees. This doesn't prove that official material from the games contradict each other.
Yes, but at varying degrees. First of all, there's only two dichotomies of logic, which is being illogical or logical. And if you're both, that would still be illogical. And it's funny how he agreed there's contradictions, but then says this doesn't prove that they contradict each other. Now you're just contradicting yourself. That's the only thing that's contradictory here. One statement says this, the other author says that.
The problem is that the novel doesn't say or claim that the branches are infinite. Bro's grammar is at the next level. It is also stated in the game that the branches of the tree will break and fall off under their own weight if they grow too large. So them being infinite isn't even a possibility.
So it is actually implied that the world tree is infinite by the novel itself, because we know that limited things would obviously have an ending. It is also acknowledged to be infinite by different authors, which wouldn't be an appeal to authority because they have evidence of such from the novel and other statements. Plus, do not forget that they also transcend space and time, so it wouldn't really be bounded by space, thus wouldn't be actually limited to having a sort of specific limit for, the branch being infinite. But this also is not the basis for the scale, so I don't know why you're attacking this. There's much more contradictions in game, which I can list right here on screen.
Hello, I have a task for you actually.
Speak.
The tree has become rather overgrown.
And
if it grows too wildly, the branches risk getting too heavy and falling, which is not ideal considering they hold all the rounds.
Those are considered the dead parts of the tree, and I don't see why this matters since the tree can get affected by entities such as Thor. Even if we hypothetically say that the branches are breaking or falling, then they'd just be, infinite objects in size which are just, dropping down due to physics. What you can also say is that this anecdote from Ratuskasur would be, you need to prove that it is reliable because we haven't seen the actual branches fall.
The artist Cecil Kim explains what things in the image are meant to look like. This is concept art. It is meant to appear to look like an infinite distance to make it look better, more mysterious, or whatnot. This is not an accurate...
But this would be essentially you trying to theorize why they made it appear infinite. It is an illustration of an infinite realm in itself. Why else would it be, illustrated as infinite if the underworld itself wasn't? If you don't know what you're talking about. The novel says this, the game says that.
She said his fate is sealed, but the circumstances surrounding it are not what I expected.
Kratos survived this said ability via resisting it, or even being immune to it. It's been explained multiple times how he has resisted the Sisters of Fate power. And why wouldn't it be absolute if it's said to be the strongest power in the Pantheon? Genius.
furthermore, a character's statements are not factually accurate by default, unless they are proven elsewhere, or the narrator, author, decrees it to be so. There is no concrete basis for a claim of contradiction here.
So, do you guys hear this shizzle babble? I literally got this from the God of War 2 databooks, which has additional canon lore and statements, so why wouldn't it be? So that would just be unnecessary because every piece of lore in the databook would already be authorized, so why would it be there then? They wouldn't put word slops for no reason.
Oh, really?
Is there a lore Bible? Do you really get up in your head? And does the team get up in their head about how does this larger universe of God of War fit together with different mythologies? Do you guys have those ideas locked down?
Yeah, we actually created a timeline that talks about during the Greek era, the ending of the Greek era, the period of time in between, and all the time leading up, what was going on in sort of the Norse myth, and how it's all connecting, and all sort of the pre-things happening. So even things we're not covering in the game are indicated little bits here and there.
If developers wanted more of the lore background, there is a Bible somewhere that says, like, all right, around this area is when this mythology bubbled up, and so therefore it exists.
Yeah, we have it fairly closely guarded in the sense that there are a few people that have it, but we don't want to have too many people starting to dig into other areas. But keep everything consistent, we have that fantastic timeline that helps everybody understand.
There you have it, folks. A single, objective document on the cosmology and timeline exists and is used by the developers, so everyone understands it. This is as contrary to subjective as it gets, and is the antithesis of intentional contradictions. Oh, and send this to anyone who tries to discredit Bruno's statements.
So, first off, this doesn't really speak about the cosmology. Second, this is Cory Barlog stating that there is a direct timeline. Sure, that would be completely fine, but what we are interested in is both the story and the cosmology. And even if you say they are minor, or unintentional, or intentional, there are still contradictions within the verse, so it doesn't matter. The author can claim whatever he wants, but the evidence is right there. Like, you can create a blue-haired character and then say it's green. That wouldn't really make it true, and Bruno's statements are not reliable. Even he says it himself, albeit.
I love what he's trying to do here. Step 1. Establish the presence of contradictions across multiple facets. Step 2. Lend credence to and validate all of these contradicting statements. Step 3. Rank the verse to kingdom. Come aside from the fact that Warrior Z failed right at step 1. We have seen that the developers are trying to keep the entire series as objectively consistent as possible. Sure, there will inevitably be errors, discrepancies, and contradictions arising now and then, but remember that the developers are only human. They are making this story, their story, up along the way. Everything is not perfectly planned out. They have deadlines and subsequent constraints regarding time, a large team that cannot always be in perfect sync, and changing team members that take the story in different directions, all spanning across a time frame of nearly 20 years. Contradictions do not equal trivialism, unless it is clear that both statements are true and logically contradictory.
Here, DGA Gaming just says he proved me wrong, which he didn't, by the way.
The modal realism part stems from a poem, one of the least reliable sources of information. Poems are the most prone to exaggerations, flowery language, embellishments, and the like. This particular poem is literally Kvasir, giving tools to his readers to help them craft stories. It's in the damn title of the very same page. He is telling his readers that there are infinite possibilities and endless creation through one's imagination when writing stories. Where does this scale? Below tiering. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share.
So yeah, you did not attack the actual scan that was used. The reason why I used the scan is because some people argue that not all possibilities can be imagined within the verse. Such as, if a character has subjective reality, people could ask the question, to what extent? So I put this as a means to, prove that they can imagine all logical possibilities. He completely ignored the actual scan that was used, which is this one on the screen right now. So, the term all future possibilities encompasses every conceivable outcome or event that could occur in the future. Logical possibilities are a subset of all future possibilities as they represent outcomes or events that are consistent within the principles of logic and reason. Therefore, since all possibilities includes every conceivable outcome and logical possibilities are part of the set, it follows that all future possibilities must include logical possibilities as well. This guy named DGA Gaming is just basically never going to win, no matter what he does. Like, he's always gonna get debunked. So, this guy named DGA Gaming, in his comment section, he was talking so much baloney. Warrior Z God-bodied so hard that he resorted to his fan club for validation. I don't know why this guy says I'm seeking to my fan club for validation when you have a small community dedicated to just hating on God of War. And it's funny how you say teach your daddy some grammar when you literally made a whole bunch of grammar mistakes. You forgot to put the space between the comma. You said God-bodied so hard instead of got. Then you say go mum. What is that even supposed to mean? But then go mum when asked for said debunk or rebunk. Like, this guy is genuinely a hypocrite and he doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy said how to think logically instead of reading about logic when he can't apply that to look smart. People use that not to look smart to make their argument sound and valid. I don't know why this guy is talking about it. Is this guy trying to imply that he uses logic to sound smart? Because if he does that, he's genuinely pathetic. And then here he claims that I got exposed multiple times for what? What do you mean? He always responded with hot air instead of anything of substance. I just, substantiated everything. Relying on his Goon Club for validation, yeah, that's all on you. Your entire fan club is inside the comment section. Hellformer and the other guy. Everybody's freaking criticizing this. But anyways, that's about it. See ya, this guy is just never gonna win, basically.